Hello MBA aspirants, in this video we shall discuss 5 tips for handling question on dipping academic graph. Understand the challenge. The question aims to check your ability to utilize time. They would like to know what happened if you were not focusing on your academic responsibilities and your graph was dipping. So what else were you doing? Most students tend to get over defensive. So this is where the problem starts, because the students, they get defensive about it, and the kind of answers they come out with are not relevant. Most of them come out with answers which are sympathy evoking. So when you concoct such stories, it will not go well with the panel. The answer needs to showcase ability to analyze events and data. If there has been any problem in your academic graph, your ability to understand and analyze the graph is very important. For example, if you got into first year of graduation and your academic graph dipped at that point of time, the reason could be that you were not able to manage the freedom which came along in graduation. So when there was a sudden shift from school to college, you possibly saw the graph dipping. So this kind of an ability is what they're looking at. An event has happened, so they would like to see how well you can analyze that particular event. Project ability to learn from other areas. Please appreciate that academic performance is only one of the measures of your ability to learn and not the only one. It's very important to understand that your candidature is being seen as that of a multi-rounded personality. A management program requires you to multitask. A management career requires you to be active in different domains and not just one area. So academic arena is only one of these areas, and it does not really sum up the entire sense of learning. So if you can show them light in other areas, they would be okay with it. Reflect learning from extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities would showcase your ability to learn from sources other than academics. So if you were not able to contribute as much in the academic area, then what else were you doing? The minute you come out with an extracurricular engagement, the bar goes up. They love such people, and then they would assess you in terms of versatility and achievement. So versatility would mean your flexibility to engage in non-conventional activities. Somebody involved in cricket and somebody involved in adventure sports, there is a difference. The idea is not to discount cricket as a game, but the idea is to share with the panel that I, as a student, I have an ability to engage in non-conventional and challenging activities. And the minute you say that, the next challenge is achievement. So what achievement did you have to your credit in these activities? Again, it's not important to achieve in all the activities which you engage in, but the minute you have an achievement, it becomes natural for you to showcase it and get the credit for it. Project conceptual clarity. Possible that dip in performance is only numerical in nature, and that you are fairly confident with respect to core concepts of your graduation. Possible that you are not a test taker, so you were not able to score as much in the test per se, but you have a grip on the fundamentals of your branch. But the minute you say this as an input, the minute you talk about concepts, the question which is subsequent would assess you on these concepts. So please make sure that you are confident with respect to the concepts in case you give this as one of the reasons for less academic performance. Be prepared with questions on concepts. So as I said a while back, the minute you say that I was not able to write the tests well, but I have a grip on the fundamentals, the next challenge for you is to hold the fort in terms of your conceptual clarity. Try identifying a pattern. Possible that the dip was more in first year and then performance improved. Again, we talk about your ability to analyze data. So you look at your academic graph carefully. It is possible that first year you were not able to do as well, but subsequently the performance improved. So you have to show them light in the subsequent years. Possible that the dip was more a function of the nature of subjects. In some of the graduation areas, for example, engineering, first year is where you study all subjects, all fundamentals, basics of all branches, and second year is when the specialization sets in. So while appreciating a diversity of fundamentals, a diversity of branches, you were not as comfortable as you were subsequently in your area of specialization. If this is the case, please bring it up and show them light in your area of specialization. Try identifying and showcasing superior performance in management related subjects. Now this is a politically correct stand. In case your graduation curricula has certain subjects which are management related and you are able to get the panel onto these subjects in terms of your comfort level, in terms of your performance, it goes in your favor. For example, in certain engineering programs, we have organizational behavior as a subject. We have industrial psychology as a subject. So the minute you talk about these subjects, you can possibly show an inclination towards management, and this can also help you in answering this question on why MBA. So this can be one of the links there. Avoid the following. Do not create sympathy-evoking stories. The panel hates these stories. They ask you why you were not able to perform well, and you come out with some story which is around sympathy, and you're looking for that particular sympathy from the panel. It will never come along unless it actually happened. Please do not come out with stories which are around sympathy, like medical disasters or something which struck the family when it never did. So if something really happened, then I'm sure there should not be a problem sharing that with the panel, and that may be a genuine reason in certain cases. Do not blame the academic system. We have seen a lot of students, they will put the blame onto the academic system. Now the question which they're asking is, what went wrong? Why were you not able to score as much? And you come in and tell them that in graduation people don't normally score. In graduation, 60% is a good percent. Now, this is not required. You can't put the blame onto an entire education system. On the contrary, what is required is you probably share with them that you were still in the top 5 or 10% of the class. This will still be accepted. Do not pass on the blame to parents. We have seen a lot of students coming and telling us that I opted for a particular graduation stream because my parents pushed me into it. Now, this is not fair. You can't pass on the blame to your parents. Even if this was the case, it's not taken well because you are blaming family, you are blaming the whole institution out there, you're blaming somebody who's nurtured you all along. So this will not be taken well. On the other hand, you should be bold enough to take responsibility for the options which you've made for whatever areas you're pursuing in terms of study. We hope that this video will help you in answering this difficult question, why did your academic performance dip? Thank you so much.